Hey guys, welcome to the channel. This is Wartrain. Thanks for watching, and if you're new to the channel, please subscribe and click the bell down below to get notifications on all my new videos. And with that said, today we got something finally awesome. The PlayStation State of Play, the second one. This one was so much better than the first one. And it's like, where do I start? Definitely excited. There was some phenomenal games. They finally showed some great games. The last one, they showed mostly VR titles, which was cool, but you know, there was better things they could have showed, like stuff like they showed on this one. The last one, the coolest thing they showed to me was Iron Man VR. That's cool. Iron Man's awesome. Definitely going to be checking that out when it comes out. I'm a fan of VR. Definitely cool. But a lot of people were disappointed. They wanted PlayStation regular games. And we got some cool games coming. Monster Hunter World is getting a massive expansion. You know, this world with snow or whatever looks really cool. Definitely people that haven't played Monster Hunter in a while, that were, you know, playing it like crazy when it first came out, definitely going to be excited. Definitely going to want to be, you're going to probably want to be playing this game. You know, they also had Riverbond, a pixelated style game with skins with awesome indie characters like Shovel Knight and Psychonauts, Guacamelee, Enter the Gungeons character. Just really cool stuff. I mean, definitely wasn't expecting that. Big fan of indie games. I definitely like indie games. They're usually priced pretty good, and you can get a bunch of great games for a decent price. And then you had something I'm really interested in, which is Predator, the Hunting Ground. Definitely a huge fan of Predator. Can't wait to play this. I'll tell you what, definitely can't wait to play this, because the last Predator game I played was on the Super Nintendo, and it was a beat-em-up style game. It definitely was nothing like they show in this State of Play behind me. Definitely looks cool. They just show the Predator. He's all camouflaged out, like invisible. And it's just like, come on, man. I just want to play that game. I want to be the Predator. And I want a third person with all kinds of crazy weapons. You know, the lasers and the camo and just like the, you know, be able to like snare people. Oh, that would be so much fun. So definitely looking forward to that game. Can't wait to see more, you know, gameplay footage from that. I believe that was all just cutscenes or whatever, but still, it looks cool. That is a 2020 release, so we don't know if that's a PS4 or PS5 title, so maybe it's a little cross-gen. They do show the PS4 next to it when they, you know, say 2020 on the screen. And then you also have Medieval. The game looks great. Definitely worthy of all the others like Spyro the Dragon Trilogy and Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. Those games were great originally. The remasters are even better, in my opinion. Huge fan of those games. And, you know, this Medieval game that is going to be coming up soon on here looks phenomenal. I mean, the art style looks way better than the last time I seen it. Game looks more polished. Really bright, vibrant. I just love that, like, bright colors, and they just pop on the screen. You know, and it looks like the controls are going to be a lot better than the original. Was kind of clunky and didn't control the greatest, and that was a problem with a lot of those old games, is that they didn't control very well. But, you know, that was kind of like early on, and, you know, they were figuring all that stuff out still. I mean, Medieval, the original one, released in 1998 on the PS1. So that just goes to show you how old that game is. And we've came a long way since then. And controls have came a long way. And, you know, then you also have this game Away with a bunch of animals. It's a survival game. I don't know how I feel about that. Not really for me. Looks great, but we'll see. We'll see on that game. I'm sure somebody is excited for it. But, man, here we are. We got Predator behind me. Wow, man, this game looks awesome. You know, you got just showing that. As soon as I seen that, I knew it was the Predator. And I'm like, yes. I cannot wait for this. Hunt Begins 2020. thank you, Sony and whatever, Ilphonic and Fox, for finally doing something cool. Definitely want this game. And then you also had the big one. You have the Final Fantasy VII Remake. And this game's finally, they're showing something, and it's going to happen. Which that is exciting just almost more than anything else, because that game's been kind of a big question mark there for a while. It's been in limbo. Nobody knew what was going on with it. They showed it years ago at E3. It feels like that game's been in development for a decade now. So finally, we're going to hear more in June. So June, we're going to hear something. Hopefully, they tell us a lot more. Hopefully, there's a demo. I don't want to get my hopes up, but I'm hoping there's a demo. Or God, maybe they would just drop a release. Yeah, I don't think that will happen, but that would be awesome. It sucks. Sony ain't going to be at E3, so hopefully they're going to drop some more of these state of plays. They definitely got to do something. I'm sure they will. They're not just going to be quiet the whole time and let Xbox and Nintendo kind of reign supreme. You know, I'm sure they're going to drop something, some news on some games. Because just remember, guys, we still have Ghost of Tsushima, The Last of Us 2. I mean, The Last of Us 2, that's like probably the biggest game that's going to be coming out whenever it does. That, like, almost immediately, it'll just be Game of the Year contender. Boom, right away. Then you got, yeah, Death Stranding, Ghost of Tsushima, and The Last of Us Part 2, all gonna be phenomenal games. Still don't know what Death Stranding is all about, but definitely excited. The art style looks killer. Norman Reedus is the main, you know, protagonist. He's awesome. You know, I'm sure he won't disappoint in that game. So Sony's got a lot, you know, coming up. And we don't know if those are PS4 or PS5 games yet. So there's just so much going on in gaming. It's a great time to be a gamer. And definitely exciting, guys. Definitely exciting. But Sony, they just been knocking it out of the park, and they got, you know, they got good games coming up, and they got even better games, you know, in the wind down the road a little bit. But eventually they're going to come out, and we're going to be playing them. Final Fantasy VII Remake, guys, is finally going to happen soon. So we just don't know when yet, but we're getting there. So you know, definitely let me know what you guys think. What do you think of this game? I don't know about this. It looks really good. The graphics are definitely good on it. It's just, I'm not sure exactly what you're going to be doing. It says survival right away. I don't know why I thought of Evo for Super Nintendo. That's a really underrated game. That's cool. But I don't know about this. This is still up in the air. So away, I'm going to stay back and keep an eye on from the background. But Final Fantasy VII, cannot wait. And I believe it's coming up. Oh, they're going to show this PlayStation. There is like a Days of Play PlayStation. It looks awesome. Last year they did like a blue color one with the little PlayStation symbols and like a, I believe it was like a gold. And that was a limited edition. And now they're doing this one. Same thing. It's a slim model, but it has this like metallic look. And God, look at that, guys. That's awesome. You know, that controller, I wonder what that controller looks like up close. But that system looks great. I mean, you could just see the little lines in the brush part where they cut the metal. Man, if I didn't have a couple PlayStations, I'd be picking that guy up. Yeah, that's one of the coolest, I think that's one of the coolest looking ones that I've seen. Definitely way cooler than the one that they had last year. Definitely like the brushed metal a lot better than blue. You know, I like blue, but don't get me wrong, but that one is awesome looking. And here we go. Right behind me, Final Fantasy VII, a remake. They're showing some of the footage. And I hope that they show something a little more in June that's more than just like the beginning of the game. This all looks like it's in with like within like the first hour or two of Final Fantasy VII. You know, but still, it's cool that they're showing us anything finally. I know they showed us little teaser trailers before, but I don't believe it was. I don't believe it was even close to as much as they're showing in this. You know, it definitely looks awesome. I hope they go with the action style of fighting. Me personally, I like that better, but if they go with the turn-based, that's absolutely fine too. I know, I'm sure some people want only turn-based. Me, I'll go either way. I prefer action, but hey, I'll do turn-based all day long with this game. But can't wait, guys. Can't wait. I'm excited. Are you guys excited? I really would like to know, did you like this state of play? Hopefully you liked it better than the first one. I know I did. Definitely the first one was not even close to as good as this one. But let me know what you guys think, and let me know in the comments below. And this is the video. I'm War Train, and I'm out. Have a good one, guys.